But cancer's not the worst thing. They also, it opens up, Wi-Fi radiation opens up your blood-brain barrier. And so all these toxins that are in your body can now go into your brain.
How does Wi-Fi radiation open up your blood-brain barrier?
Yeah, now you're going beyond my expertise.
You believe the intelligence agencies were a part of that. What happens to you?
Well, I got to be careful. I'm aware of that, and I'm not, I'm aware of that danger, and I don't live in fear of it, at all. But I'm not stupid about it, and I take precautions.
But if you're like 21 years old and you say to me, "Should I get vaccinated?" I go, "No." Are you healthy? Are you a healthy person? Like, look, don't do anything stupid, but you should take care of yourself. You should. If you're a healthy person and you're exercising all the time and you're young and you're eating well, like, I don't think you need to worry about this.
I want to talk about the two scum-sucking pieces of shit, Joe Rogan and Robert Kennedy Jr. He might look like his dad, but he talks like his mother. This is Videos After Dark.
Have the right to compel unwanted medical interventions on us. The Nazis did that in the camps in World War II. They tested vaccines on gypsies and Jews.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you.
But there's a lot of jobs that will tell you need to have this.
Well, that's what's starting to happen now.
People are worried about them doing it for their children. And we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
That you might have to have your children vaccinated. And, I can tell you as someone who's both my children got the virus, it was nothing.
Yes. Joe Rogan's got a huge following. So does crystal meth. That doesn't mean that it's good for your children.
I mean, I hate to say that. If someone's children died from this, I'm very sorry that happened. I'm not in any way diminishing that. But I'm saying the personal experience that my children had with COVID was nothing. One of the kids had a headache. The other one didn't feel good for a couple days.
Yeah.
Like, maybe, I mean, not feel good, like no big deal. No coughing,
right.
no achy, no like in agony. There was none of that. It was very mild. It was akin to them getting a cold.
And sure, I'm a proud liberal. I have a soft spot in my heart for John Kennedy and for Bobby Kennedy. This fucking piece of shit is no Bobby.
I'm proud that President Trump likes me, even though I don't agree with him on most of his issues. Because I don't want to alienate people. I want to bring people together. I'm proud that all these people like me and that I have independent supporters and Democratic supporters.
But the people that are most enthusiastic about him right now are Roger Stone and Elon Musk and Joe Rogan, and Donald Trump has good things to say to him, and he's getting all this amplification because that kind of stuff is the beating heart of right-wing politics right now.
Yes, but also because I think a lot of people are trying to use him as a spoiler candidate,
okay,
right?
Yes.
They want the disruptions.
Yes.
Steve Bannon has been for months and months pumping him up, had him on his show during COVID, and just saying all of the best things about him. He's just wonderful. He should be Trump's running mate, et cetera, et cetera. Right. Obviously, Steve Bannon likes to cause a little trouble.
Yes.
And so that seems clearly like what's going on there. But yes, all of the things that RFK stands for now seem to be right-wing feelings, right-wing ideas. And so there's his entire Facebook group, thousands of people, like over and over and over again, it was, I would never ever vote for a Democrat, but I'm going to vote for RFK Jr. That is his fan base.
Democrats, do not be taken by the new shiny thing. This guy is full of shit.
He claimed school shootings happened not because of access to guns, but because of access to antidepressants. He said chemicals in the water are turning boys trans, that AIDS might not be a virus, and that gay men in the 80s actually died from poppers.
We've killed hundreds of thousands of people for no reason who could have been saved by a vaccine, had no reason to die, and they are dead from COVID. We have brought back diseases that were eradicated. We have polio back in this country now. Measles are coming back.
In Samoa, he went down there, promoted people to stop giving their kids the measles vaccine, it resulted in a huge measles outbreak, and a shitload of kids died. This guy did that.
Just in 2019, 83 people, mostly small children, died in Samoa of measles. And even that didn't change the idea for RFK and lots of people. They just moved the goalposts and said, oh, well, then it was really the measles vaccine that killed all those people.
Cancer's not the worst thing. They also, it opens up, I-5 radiation opens up your blood-brain barrier. And so all these toxins that are in your body can now go into your brain.
Come on. Joe Rogan's a fucking idiot. A two-bit charlatan that pretends to just want to have a discussion with interesting people. But he's too dumb to know what question to actually ask.
I'll go into your brain.
How does Wi-Fi radiation open up your blood-brain barrier?
Yeah, now you're going beyond my expertise.
Like this chemical that he keeps saying is the reason why autism occurs. They banned that shit in 2000. But autism's still on the rise. He's just lying.
Reagan said to them, well, why don't you make the vaccine safe? And they said, those vaccines are unavoidably unsafe.
And that's my attitude.
But it's amazing that that's controversial.
Yeah.
That even saying that, I'm not going to inject my child with the vaccine is controversial.
Yeah.
And just like Joe Rogan, they sit there and say, don't listen to me, trust the science. And they are cherry-picking bullshit that was already debunked years ago.
It's crazy. Because, again, we are not talking about even the flu that we just found out killed 22,000 people last year. We're not talking about that.
Right.
We're talking about something that is not statistically dangerous for children.
Some in your family don't support your run for president.
There's many people in my family who disagree with my position on the war. There's people in my family who support the censorship. I'm against censorship. I'm against the war. I'm against the corrupt merger.
But if you're like 21 years old and you say to me, should I get vaccinated? I go, no. Yeah. Are you healthy? Are you a healthy person? Like, look, don't do anything stupid, but you should take care of yourself. You should. If you're a healthy person and you're exercising all the time and you're young and you're eating well, I don't think you need to worry about this.
And Joe fucking Rogan, give me a break. In this deal, he actually had the unmitigated gall to say, hey, why don't you go Google that real quick? And you can hear some voice off screen. Oh yeah, it's right here on Google. Get the fuck out of here.
Going there, I actually love Portland. It's one of my favorite places to perform. Most of the people there are very nice, but there's a madness going on there. You want to talk about madness of crowds? That exemplifies that right now. And it's to me, they've arrested people for lighting forest fires up there. They've arrested left-wing people for lighting these forest fires. Air quote activists.
What are they talking about?
And this is something that's also not widely being reported, that people have actually been arrested for lighting fires up there.
Joe, the reason it hasn't been widely reported is because it's not true. In fact, it's been debunked, and it's been debunked by the FBI specifically.
Well, this gets back to like the Oklahoma ivermectin story where
right, where they're all wearing winter coats.
Yeah,
Look at this. The out of here. How do they all have like uniformed outfits on? They have the same color pants for the most part. Very little variation. They have tan or brown pants, dark blue shirts with a stupid flag on it. This got a drum. Back that up. Look at the drum. Are you Paul Revere? What the are you doing with that drum? He's walking around with a band drum.
It's
like
white
a high
power
school
drum
band.
line.
This is so stupid it hurts my feelings.
Oh, look, we found it on Google. Yeah, that's a search engine, not a source, you fucking idiots. People need to notice what their sources are. Joe Rogan's not a source. RFK is not his father. I am Zachariah, Lone Star Liberal. Y'all take it easy.
Even Joe Rogan will say, he said on his podcast the other day, he's like, I was like kind of a normal guy, and then COVID opened my eyes, and you can't believe how many people have fallen down that same rabbit hole. And RFK has really chosen to gobble up the spotlight in a time where he is the leader of everybody's brain worms.
Well, but